Okay, on this example, we're kind of working backwards. They want us to find a fourth degree polynomial, function f of x, with real coefficients that has -2, +2, and I as a 0. And then they give us a hint, f of 3 equals -150. So here's how we're going to start this. We know that f of x is going to equal, now we're going to put a sub n in front because we don't know what we might have factored out, okay? We know we have a root at -2, so that would have looked like x plus 2 if we're working backwards. We have a root at +2, that would have been x minus 2 if we're working backwards. I's come in pairs. Anytime you see an I, it's always with a plus or minus. So this would be x plus I and x minus I. Now notice we have 4 sets of parentheses. That's why this is a fourth degree polynomial. So now, let's FOIL some stuff. If we FOIL these two, okay, we're just going to leave our a sub n in front. If I FOIL x times x, gives me x squared, plus x times -2 is -2x. So let me change that to a minus 2x. Inside gives me positive 2x. Last, -2 times +2 is -4. And let's FOIL this one as well. Okay, x times x gives me x squared. The outside gives me -ix. Inside gives me positive ix. And last gives me a -I squared. Okay, let's pretty this up a little bit. These cancel. And we know that these will cancel out. So now I've got a sub n times x squared minus 4. And then x squared. Okay, let's talk about this one a minute. Remember that I squared is -1. Anytime you see an I squared, it's -1. And anytime you have minus -1, that makes that a plus 1. Okay, so let's FOIL this out one more time. So I'm going to have a sub n times, first x squared times x squared is x to the 4th. Outside gives me a positive 1x squared. Inside, -4x squared. And last is -4. So now we get a sub n equals, oops, nope, sorry, times. Already have my equals there. It's going to be x to the 4th minus 3x squared minus 4. So this is what we have so far. Now, what we want to do is use their hint. They told us up here when x is 3, y is -150. So remember, f of x and y are the same thing. So I'm going to say I'm debating on whether I need a new slide. Okay, so I'm going to start a new slide because I don't think I have enough room to squeeze this on here. So let me just copy over what I had. F of x equals a sub n times x to the 4th minus 3x squared and then minus 4. Okay, let me fix my n. It looks a little weird there. Now we're also going to use the hint they gave us on the page before, so let's go back and get that. F of 3 equals a -150. Okay, so that means, let's get a different color. When this is -150, all of those x's are 3. So we're going to have a sub n times 3 to the 4th minus 3 times 3 squared minus 4. Okay, so that gives you 81 minus 27 minus 4, which would equal 50. So that gives me, let me get a different color here, -150 equals 50 times a sub n. Now, to get a sub n alone, because our goal is to figure out what that is, to get that alone, we're going to divide by 50. both sides. And you get negative 3 equals a sub n. Now what I can do now is go back to this original equation right here that I have on the other side and plug in my negative 3. And this is going to allow me to solve the whole thing. Okay, so we're going right to here. So we know f of x equals negative 3 times x to the 4th minus 3x squared minus 4. And that gives me negative 3x to the 4th plus 9x squared when we distribute, and plus 12. So negative 3x to the 4th plus 9x squared plus 12 is what the original f of x was. This is our original equation. And if we were to factor that, list all the possible factors, do synthetic division, we would end up with roots at negative 2, 2, and I. So this example just works things backwards. They give you the answers and you figure out the original equation. And I have another one of these examples, another video too. This one's a little tricky, so there's 2 videos for this.